It's time for SPASH Sports Nation.
Welcome back to SPASH Sports Nation. We're here with our host, myself, Joey Hauser, and Drew Blair, and here with two Ultimate Frisbee players, Spencer Vranja and Graham Schneider. We're going to ask them a couple of questions. All right, Graham, can you explain just kind of like your schedule and where you guys would play your games or tournaments?
So we have, I think, 4 tournaments lined up for the spring. A couple of them in Madison, and then one down in Illinois. One's in March, start of spring break, and then the other 2 in April, and then we'll have state coming up in the end of May at some point.
Spencer, can you just explain to us how many people are on your team and like maybe positions or?
Yeah, so basically there's 7 people on the field at one time, and we're gonna have upwards of maybe 20. It really depends on the tournament, how far it is. And the way it works is there's 3 handlers, which are the people that like swing the disc around, keep it moving. And then there's 4 cutters, and their job is just to throw the defense off and get them moving and really just open up the field for the handlers.
Yeah, I describe it as like the handlers are kind of like the quarterbacks, like they're throwing it, and the cutters are making the cuts downfield and getting the yards.
Mm-hmm.
So just give us kind of like the rules and the basics about it. I know you told us about kind of the positions.
Yeah, so,
like the rules,
I mean, the biggest thing is it's not really like gym class, because that's just kind of like people just chucking it around. It's a lot of running, go up and down the field the whole time, but basically the disc touches the ground, it's a turnover. So you have to catch it, and then you can't run with it like football. So every time you catch it, you have to quickly come to a stop, and then you get a pivot. And then from there you have 10 seconds, called stall count, to throw it. And that's the guy who's defending you is counting. And then, like I said, once it hits the ground, it's a turnover, or you score by getting it in the end zone.
Spencer, can you explain to us what your tournaments are like, how many teams you guys see at that, and how those work?
Our last tournament was a tournament in Students by Madison. We saw 10 teams. Eight teams. We took 3rd place out of that. Usually there's a few Madison teams, there's a couple Milwaukee teams, there's some like Fox Valley teams, there's us. Around Central Wisconsin, we're pretty much like the only team in Central Wisconsin. But besides that, like the bigger cities around Wisconsin.
Graham, so just tell us like how often you guys practice? When are your practices?
We generally try to practice around 3 times a week. During the winter, we do a couple in the mornings, but it's low attendance because it's early. And then in the spring, we'll be outside after school, sometimes on weekends, and we'll mostly scrimmage. We'll do a little bit of drills, and then we'll just scrimmage and play and get people running around.
And then when's your next upcoming tournament?
Our next upcoming tournament is March 18th in Madison. It's a Saturday. It's just a one-day tournament. I'm looking forward to that.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Got a little gift for both of you. Got
Water bottle.
Okay.
made a water bottle.
Thank
you guys for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll be having 2 lacrosse players come in to talk to us about the new upcoming sport in SPASH. This is Joey Hauser.
I'm Jacob Erdman.
This is Trick Shots.
Number 2.
This is Behind the Back. One shot. This is the Hayward over the Nelson. Go.
This is the Jabari Parker over the Nelson.
Jordy Nelson.
4.0.
This is a recycling snap.
It's the high top flip.
This is over the curtain shot.
This is the I should have made it shot.
This is a no-look half quarter. Behind the back half quarter. Flip on top of the door. This is over the locker shot onto the fire extinguisher. Big water bottle. Extremely large water bottle. Dude, might as well get that on.
All right, we're now here with Mackenzie Kroger and Joey Roth of the lacrosse team. They're here to answer some questions for us.
Can you explain to us how the sport got started here at SPASH?
Yeah, well, a few guys at SPASH just got really interested in it, and like we were watching it on TV and stuff. So we tried to, we had the idea to get it started at SPASH and whatnot. So we started talking around and talking to some teachers and our athletic director. And one of the teachers has two sons that play lacrosse. And we have a youth program in Stevens Point here, but it only goes up to 8th grade, so they needed somewhere to play once they get past 8th grade. So she got really involved with it and got it basically going. So now we have a lacrosse club here at SPASH.
That's awesome.
All right, McKinnon, can you just give us a little bit on where you guys will be playing games and practicing?
Well, right now we practice every Saturday in the upstairs gym. It's kind of a tight space, but once the snow is away, we will be practicing over at Madison, and our games will be here at SPASH.
How many games will you guys be playing this year? You guys know off the top of your head?
Yeah, well, so far we have 10 games set up, so it'll be a good competitive season.
McKinnon, what do you guys do to prepare for the season? I know you guys talked about practicing a little bit, but
We do a lot of stick handling. We plan on doing a lot of conditioning because you have to be running pretty much the whole game for lacrosse. Getting to know each other since this team is new. Got to get some chemistry built up and just keep practicing.
Joey, what makes lacrosse a sport that you were interested in starting out?
Just the just the physical aspect of it I really like because I'm a football player, so pretty physical, and I know it'll get me in shape for next year playing college football and stuff, so it'll be good competition and stuff, so pretty excited about that.
Well, thank you guys for coming in and talking to us about lacrosse. We got a little,
Thanks for having us.
little gift for you. Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
thank you guys. Here's our update for our winter sports teams here at SPASH. The boys hockey team played last night and beat Baraboo 11-0. And their next game, they will play Thursday against Merrill/Wausau East. The girls Red Panthers hockey also played last night at Chippewa Falls and defeated them 3-0. Their next game will be Friday at Rock County.
Gymnastics has a meet next Tuesday, a home meet versus Rapids. Boys basketball won last night 81-50 versus Rapids. Their next game will be this Friday at Merrill.
Girls basketball also played Rapids last night and lost to them, but their next game will be Friday here at SPASH against Merrill. Wrestling, SPASH will be hosting the conference tournament this Saturday. The finals of the conference tournament are going to be streamed on CentralWisconsinSports.net at approximately 3:30.
Boys swimming has their conference meet tomorrow at UWSP at 5:45, so good luck to them and all the other winter sports teams. That wraps it up here at SPASH Sports Nation.